Well, I'd like to welcome everybody to LA County's 15th Annual GIS Day. My name is Dr. Steve Steinberg. I am the Geographic Information Officer for the County of Los Angeles, and we'd like to welcome everybody to GIS Day and Geography Week 2022. Once again, we are virtual this year. Hopefully we'll get back on the ground next year. And we do have a great program lined up for you throughout the day. As you should have seen on the GIS Day website, there's a number of links across the top for different activities. Some are self-guided. And of course, we have our live presentations throughout the day from 9 this morning until 4 this afternoon. Just a couple of logistical things I'd like to share with folks. Number one, as we're doing the live presentations through the day, there is a Q&A button at the bottom of your Zoom window. If you have questions for any of our speakers as they're talking, we'd ask that you please write your question in the Q&A window, and then the moderators for each of the sessions will draw questions from there to ask our speakers at the conclusion of their talks. So again, you can put those questions in the Q&A throughout the talks, and we'll try to get to as many of those as we can. There is also an option to upvote questions. If you see a similar question to yours, you can simply upvote the one that's already posted, and that'll help us see the ones that have higher interest. I'd also like to remind folks that we do have 2 opportunities to play games this year. We have our Geography Treasure Hunt, which is a self-paced activity you can do at any time through the day. This is a geography trivia where you'll be given clues to locate areas or locations on a map, and once you find those areas, it'll go to the next question. If you need help, there are additional clues to help guide you. And once you complete the treasure hunt, you receive a certificate suitable for framing and sharing with your mom, as well as an opportunity to enter into our random drawing for prizes, door prizes. For those who have attended our in-person events in past years, this would be similar to the game we played on site and did on-site drawings at the event. The drawings for prizes will be closed, or the entry for prizes will be closed at the end of the day at 4 o'clock, and after we finish up, the team for the event will do the random drawings for all the entries, and if you win something, you will receive an email with your prize. All the prizes are digital, so it may be a gift card, in which case you'll get a gift card code. It may be a copy of our keynote speaker's book. It may be something else. I don't even know what all of our prizes are. So again, I'd encourage you to play that game throughout the day and get your entries in for the door prizes. Also at noon, over the noon hour, we have a few special events. At noon, a little after the noon hour, we'll be having a presentation from a former GIS Day cake baking winner. If you joined us the last couple of years, and you may recall we had a baking contest. Eva Marquez will be demonstrating her adventures in baking a 2022 GIS Day cake. And then following that at 12:30, we're going to do a new event, a live trivia game, which you'll be getting questions in real time through your web browser or your mobile device, on your computer or mobile device. And if you enter that and answer the questions the most quickly and the most correctly, our top winners in the live trivia will also receive door prizes. So I'd encourage you again to play the game, the Geography Treasure Hunt, at your leisure through the day, and then join us at 12:30 for the live trivia extravaganza. Couple other links I want to draw your attention to at the top of the page. We have a map gallery where you can visit at your leisure, actually through the day and through the rest of the week, a number of maps that were submitted by various county departments and universities and other organizations throughout LA County on their work in and around LA County. These are either maps or web applications you can visit and peruse at your leisure. And I'd encourage you to do that. There's some phenomenal work on the map gallery. And then, of course, I would be remiss if I didn't draw your attention to our wonderful sponsors. We have a great exhibit hall section as well that you can visit throughout the day and the week with exhibits and information from all of our sponsors. I especially want to thank EagleView as our webinar platform sponsor. They've been generous enough to provide this Zoom platform for us to use throughout the day. And then all of our other sponsors who have exhibits and donated door prizes and support for the event as well. So check out the exhibit hall. There's lots of great information from vendors, universities, nonprofit organizations related to GIS in general that you can check out through the rest of the week. And please visit them and reach out to them if you have interest in their products or programs or activities. So again, lots of links to check out through the day, lots of great talks through the day. In just one other note on the talks, between each talk, we will take a 5-minute pause. So if you need a chance to get up and stretch or grab a beverage or anything, you'll have a 5-minute break between talks generally, and then we'll follow the schedule as posted. So with that, I think that's all the logistics. I do want to also mention, and you'll see slides during some of the breaks, we do have a couple of other GIS events kind of on tap through the spring that I wanted to just let folks know about. One is one of our sponsors for this event, the California Geographic Information Association, has a webinar series that will begin in February, every other week for 4 consecutive weeks, on addressing the climate change challenge, obviously with a GIS focus. So I'll encourage you, as you see the slides rolling between talks, to check out that QR code or visit the CGIA website, and you'll see information about those webinars that are held over the lunch hour on February 1st, February 15th, March 1st, and then at CalGIS Live, February 14th and 15th. And lastly, that final event I'll draw your attention to, and you'll see come up on the screen through the day. The State GIS Conference, CalGIS, is going to be back live and in person in March 13, 14, and 15 in Monterey, California. And that's an event co-sponsored by 2 of our sponsors, the California ERISA chapter and the California Geographic Information Association. So if you're interested in that, there's a QR code that'll come up through the day that you can grab that information. And in particular, I'd call your attention to the fact that if you're interested in submitting to present or run a workshop or a panel discussion or anything of the sort, those proposals are due by the end of November in about 2 weeks. So there's opportunities for you to share your work in March at CalGIS as well. So that I know that's a lot of logistics. I do want to just again say thank you to all of you who are attending. We have a great turnout. We have almost 200 people online at present and over 600 that are registered to participate throughout the day. So we're glad to bring this program to you for the 15th straight year, obviously virtual for the past several years because of the pandemic, but we do hope that we'll be able to get back in person in the future. So I think it's enough of me talking about logistics and upcoming events. I will again encourage you to look at the web page throughout the day to take advantage of those links and games.